Ian, we're watching a lot of players, a steady stream of players, in fact, walk in here with puffing out the cheeks. 72 for you today. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good. I got to the last hole today and kind of had a 25-foot birdie putt. And when you've birdied 1 and 2, and it takes you all the way around, really round to 18, it's like, God, that's been a while before you really have another, really good look at making birdie. But that was tough. That was tricky. It was dicey, hitting some shots into some of those pins that are right there on the edge of the water. Like, in some respects you enjoy it, and in some respects it's actually kind of miserable. So I'm hoping this afternoon they get to enjoy what we got to enjoy this morning.
That's a good point, actually. How close is it to the edge out there in terms of balls moving?
Well, I mean, I was surprised. When you get out to kind of 14, the green's kind of perched out there. The ball didn't even look like it was going to move. I think they've slowed them down enough that they should be okay. Touch wood. But it was actually playable. Yeah. Funnily enough, I mean, I would have said, looking at the forecast, 30-mile-an-hour gusts on this type of golf course, you'd have thought it was going to be in trouble. But not once today. We might have backed off a couple of putts because you're getting blown around a bit. But I mean, the ball was it was pretty stationary.
Andrew Poulter said to me at the top of our show today, it's a day to suit the yard dog. You would fit that ilk in terms of a mentality. For you, is this a bigger test of skill or of mind today?
Yeah, both, to be honest. You don't get to play in this kind of wind very often, especially not when you've had 9 weeks off. And you haven't, if it's ever going to be this windy in your off season, you don't really go and practice in it. So, to get this thrown at you early in the season's tricky. Shane would have said the same. It was kind of like, God, it's been a while since you've had to hit those type of shots. So in a way, it's actually quite nice. We've played them in the past, chipping 7 irons from 120, and hitting 3-woods from 217 today. It's just you've got to go into the archive and sort of try and remember some of the shots you played in the past.
It's quite the archive. Great starting.
Cheers, Nick. Thanks.